Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about nail polish, makeup panning, and sometimes things happening in my real life. Today I am updating Throwback 30, which is a PANtastic Ladies Facebook group collab project. So take 30 panning projects and throw them all together and do one prompt from each project. And that is this. So stay tuned for today's update. All right, the PANtastic Ladies Facebook group is a group of people, not just ladies, in Facebook who like makeup panning. It is open to everyone. You just have to answer a few questions to become a member of the group to make sure you're there for the right reasons. And then people in the group create projects on makeup panning, and this is one of them. This is Throwback 30. It was created by Jessica Lee, and it takes 30 of the past or current projects that are in the group, throws them all together. They're voted on by the members, and the top 30 projects are thrown together into this project. You are to work on one prompt from each project. It started on July 28th of 2024 and goes until July 27th of 2025. And there are monthly updates, and you can do this pretty much any way you want. Most people bring them all in at once. I don't like to have that many products at once because I don't have that many products to start with, so I'm doing it a rolling style. I started the project by bringing in 15 of the products. I'm going down the list of prompts, choosing every other prompt, and then since then, each update I am bringing in one new prompt to add to the collection. So, all that to say, let's get started talking about the products I'm working on. First is for 50 Shades of Brown. That is any shade of brown. That is the current 50 Shades color for this year. I brought in this aromatherapy oil from Sensaria in Clarity. My goal is to finish it. When I brought it in, we were right here, and then I used a bunch. And then that's where we were last month. Don't think I've used this over the last month, or if I did, I used it very little, but I could not make a mark. So that is staying in, but you know, it's lovely. Next up is for 50 Shades of Yellow Gold, and that was last year's color. And for that, I brought in a product I worked on in that project, and this is from Spascriptions. It is their exfoliating lip scrub with Manuka honey and nectarine, and it is yellow. And there's a bunch stuck to the side, but I have found a way to make this go faster. I don't use lip scrubs very often unless I'm wearing makeup, and I use them to help remove lip product. Because, you know, liquid lips and sometimes lipsticks and lip pencils have a tendency to stay put. Well, I've used this, but I found this makes a really good hand scrub. I've been having some patches of dry skin on a couple of my knuckles on each hand, and I've been using this to help slough away some of that dead skin. So this is going to start going faster. It is, like I said, stuck to the side there, but I am about halfway through. I think I marked it there last time, but we are down below that mark now. I guess I could mark it really quick. I couldn't find my black Sharpie, so we're using red today. So that's where we are now. And yeah, makes it using this as a hand scrub is going to help this go a lot quicker because I use more of it than I do on my lips, but going to continue using that. As of the last update, I used it 8 times, and over the last month, I've used it 5. So I have 13 uses total. The next is for Beauty A to Z, and I randomly selected the letter S. And for that, I brought in from Complex Culture, this is their Sun Bath Bronzer in the shade Play. My goal is to use this 25 times. And at the last update, I used it 15. Over the last month, I've used it 7 more, and this is what it's looking like. The pan is expanding quite rapidly in there. It is a baked product, and so far I have 22 uses, so 3 more uses left to go. This is the only bronzer I am currently working on, and I also have it in my whole collection project pan to try and finish before the end of the year. So once I'm done with my 23 uses on this, I will keep working on it, and I will show you how far I get in the next update. Next up is for Color Pan, and that is a project created by Misty, and you would bring in anything from ColourPop. I honestly don't own anything from, well, I own 2 things from ColourPop. Maybe 3, but 2 I know of. One is this lippy stick. I also have a lippy stick primer, which I forgot I purchased, so have that to work on. But this is the lippy stick, and this is in the shade Cami. It is a matte. I'm gonna swatch this bronzer for you so you can, get a swatch of it. I am wearing it today. There you go. That is the bronzer. See anything else I can swatch? Nope, not yet. Okay, so the lippy stick, back to this. I was gonna swatch the lippy stick for you. It is the shade Cami, which is in their matte formula. There it is there. I am wearing it today underneath a gloss, a very pigmented gloss, but I am wearing it. My goal is to finish it, and I will insert a picture of the progress. I made a little bit of progress since the last update. So last update I'd used it 9 times. Over the last month I've used it 3 more. I'm up to 12 uses. And we still have quite a bit of ways to go. It is a nice formula. It is a little bit dry, but it is detached from the base, and it is just not my favorite, so I want to get it out of my collection. The next project is for Drop 10 Before Summer. Had a momentary brain hiccup. Anyway, I brought in my Jergens Natural Glow self-tanning lotion in fair to medium, because I'm fair. And my goal is to finish this, and at the last update we were right here. I've used it once over the last month. I remembered to use it at least, and it is just below that line. It may be product sticking to the sides. I'm guessing there's probably 1, maybe 1.5 to 2 uses left in here. I have a feeling, like I said, that there's some product stuck to the sides and the middle is, empty. But this is a lotion. When I do apply it, I apply it arms and legs and midsection. So it should go fairly quickly. So far, I've used it 6 times in total in this project. Next is for the Harry Potter project, or projects. There were many to choose from. I went with one that selected the house colors, and I brought in a product for Slytherin, which I'm actually a Hufflepuff, so go figure. Anyway, but I had this product that fit Slytherin, and it is silver and green. And this is the Design Essentials Avocado and Almond Leave-In Conditioner. My goal is to use half of this bottle, and I only use like 1 pump each time, so it doesn't go very fast, as you could probably see from the progress marks. At the last update we were here, and this red mark now is where we are, and this is my goal line. So, I'm slowly making my way there. We brought it into the project. It was here, but it had been stored on its side, so I'm making some progress. At the last update, I've used it 13 times, and over the last month, I've used it 4 times, because I usually wash my hair once a week. So I'm up to 17 uses, and still working on it, and I really like it. It's nice. And I got it at TJ Maxx for $4, so can't complain about that. Next is for the next page. It's Painting Cats and Dogs. Haven't started using that. Okay. Mean Girls quotes, and I brought in randomly selected the quote, "Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries." So that is a comfort item, and I brought in my Wet n Wild So Pouty Lip Gloss Balm. This one is going Coconuts for You. Yes, Coconuts for You. And I had thought about decluttering this when I got COVID, and then I decided not to. I sanitized it. And when I brought it in, we were all the way up here, and now we are down here. And if I roll it up, that is all. And if I roll it, the plastic base, that's all there is above the plastic base. I just probably show it better against my shirt. So that is good. There's a lot of product left in the base, so I'm thinking I might scoop it out and either let me know what you think. I can either try melting it and putting it back in here, or I can put it into a pot and use my finger. I have no problem using my finger for a lip balm in a pot. But I have this also. I worked on when that one went out of commission for a while. I brought in another one, and this is in Peach Bum, and this is peach flavored. It also has a slight pink tint to it. You can probably see from the packaging. And this one is that's the plastic. So it's used up to the plastic, and like I said, there's still quite a bit of product in there. So I would probably combine the two of these together if I were to franken them and put them in a different packaging, or try and melt them down and put them back into one of these. Let me know what you think would be easier. Either way, still working on it. Very little left to go before it reaches the bottom of the usable portion. And then we'll see where it goes from there. The next is for St. Pan last year, and I randomly selected the Day of the Dead. So I brought in a graveyard item, and that I brought in this small deluxe size of the Yensa Super Silk Serum Foundation, and this one is in light neutral. Yes. As you can see, I cut it open because I had to store it upside down because it is very thin formula, very liquidy. And every time it just got all over the cap. So I decided it was getting very low, and I decided to cut it open and depot it. So all that I have left is in this little guy here, right there. I am wearing it today mixed with a concealer. That's how I have to wear it because it is too dark for me. I will give you a swatch of it. I put it in a very awkward place, but it's right there. It's kind of ashy gray toned, but it is, drag it out a little bit there. It is too dark for me. If I put it on all over my face, it just, yeah, it looks, it's very similar in tone to the bronzer. So it is too dark for me. There, you can see it better. I am so pasty white. Anyway, so, yeah, still working on it. Let me see if I can hold it up so you can see how much is in there. So don't need a whole lot each time I use it, but I am still working on it. I have used it 12 times since bringing it in, 4 times since the last update. Next is for That's Expensive, and I brought in a cologne, perfume, however you want to look at it. It is the Avon Black Suede Cologne. My goal is to use half of it, which would be about here. And when I brought it in, it was right up to the top, and I don't know if you can see because I marked it in red, but we made a little bit of progress there. I haven't been tracking uses, but I have used it a bit, so you can see there's a little bit of progress. It's slow going. I do enjoy this very much. It has notes of clove and cinnamon, kind of spicy, and it dries down to sort of a vanilla amber smell. I really enjoy it. I am not wearing it today, but I do enjoy wearing it quite often. Next is for That's So 2000s, and I believe I brought this in last month. Yes, and the prompt I randomly selected is "My lip gloss is poppin'." So I brought in a lip gloss because that's what the prompt calls for. And this is the gloss I'm wearing today. This is the Supreme Gloss in the shade, I can never read this. Please forgive me. I have it written down on the paper. I don't know why I didn't just look there. So this is my pink, I call it Pink Star. I think we all know what brand this is. This is my Pink Star Supreme Gloss in Please Forgive Me, and my goal is to use it 13 times. I don't remember why I chose 13, but I did. I think, because it was 13 was the number of the prompt in the project. Anyway, I've worn it 3 times so far. This is the gloss I'm wearing over my lipstick, so they're kind of very similar. I will give you a swatch of the gloss, I guess, since I can. Trying to remember to swatch everything that I can. So there it is there just under the lipstick. So the lipstick is a little more brown neutral, and then the gloss is a little pinker. So I think they go together nicely. I don't know if I'm ever going to see progress in this because this is quite a thick gloss, but we'll see. Maybe 13 uses will give me some progress, but I doubt it. Next is for the Golden Girls, and I selected Dorothy, and that is a good lipstick or blush. That's the prompt, just says a good one. So I brought in the blush from Essence. I think it is a good blush, and this one is in the shade 70 Believing, and I am wearing it today. And that is what it looks like. The packaging is broken because Essence compacts always seem to break for me. But that is what it is. It is a nice cool toned blush. I will give you a swatch of it. There it is there. Really nice, lovely cool toned blush. My goal is to use it 25 times. And as the last update, I used it 9 times. And over the last month, I've used it 5 more. So I'm up to 14 uses. So I have 11 more uses left to go. Next is for This is Fantasy, and I randomly selected the prompt Fairy, which is a plant or nature themed product. So I brought in a very old, apparently. Do these ever say the year where they came out? I don't know. I don't shop at Bath & Body Works. But this is Bath & Body Works Strawberry Pound Cake, Fragrance Mist, and yeah. It does say established 1990. I don't think that's the year this one came out. If this has a year on it that tells you like which year this particular one came out, let me know where to find that on here. Anyway, I picked this up secondhand, but that's beside the point. When I brought it in, it was there, and I've used just a little bit. It's not enough to make a new mark unless I just want to make that mark really fat. My goal is to use half of what is left, and I made a little dot down here that to me looks like it's about halfway through the bottle. So that is my goal. I have 2 marked uses, but I don't know if I was regularly marking uses because I don't normally mark uses for perfume, so may or may not be accurate. Next up is for the project Tiny Pans, and that was a PANtastic Ladies Pan That Palette theme where you worked on a palette with tiny pans, the smallest quantity. Anyway, I brought in the Aether Beauty Moonlight Crystal palette, and this is what it looks like. My goal is to use each shade in here 5 times, and let's see if I can do this. So far, I have shade 1 I've used once, shade 2 I've used 4 times, shade 3 I've used twice, shade 4 I've used twice, shade 5 I've used 3 times, shade 6, the purple, I've used once, shade 7, the green I've used once, shade 8, this one, peacock color I've used 3 times, shade 9, the dark gray I've used once, shade 10, the purple I've used 3 times. I am wearing it on the outer corner of my lid today, as well as these 2 shades on the inner half. Shade 11, the black, I actually am wearing it in my brows today. I went with a different brow color. And that one I've used 4 times. And then finally, shade 12, the teal, I've used 3 times. So haven't used any of them all uses, but a couple of them are pretty close. So this is staying in, and I'm okay with that. And then the last, oh, I didn't grab product. 1 second. Okay, I realized the last 2 prompts, turn and burn. I did not use anything this month, so I have 7 foil packets and I've only used 2. So I did not use any this month. And then the final project is for Women Who Rock, and I did not use that, so no progress. And that is a white nail polish for the prompt Roar from Katy Perry. All right, so that are all the products I'm working on. Now I'm bringing in one, and the project is Skin is In. Put it down here because I have stuff in front of me. And for that, you were to work on any skincare product. So I am bringing in this TJ Maxx find. This is a well-being spa blend of collagen, vitamin E, body lotion with coconut and hibiscus. There's a lot of words here, and shea butter. So I'm bringing in this giant bottle that I got at TJ Maxx for cheap. And I want to finish it, and I did mark where I am right there. So I've already been using this for a while. It's got some good usage on it. And yeah, we're going to bring this in to finish up. And that should, I don't know, maybe take me till the end of the project. Depending on how often I use it. But once I'm finished with this, it'll be my only body lotion. So, and I also decanted some into a smaller bottle as a hand lotion because I'm out of hand lotion. So this might go pretty fast, but we'll see. I might start applying lotion more frequently. But that's everything for today's update. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, do that while you're here too. It really means a lot to me. And until my next video, take care of yourselves. Stay true to you. And I love you no matter who or what you are. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!